This is for you, Nate. Just wanted to show you a video of the car. Anyways, this is the 77 Trans Am, 400 Pontiac, numbers matching motor and tranny, original rear end and everything. So just the overview of the car. I'll go over the damage real quick. Right there on the rear quarter, it's got to be pulled out. They have a new procedure now. Instead of drilling through and using a body hammer, they actually weld a stud onto it and then pull it out and then cut the stud off and grind it. So there'll be actually no holes in it. There's that. Right here on the lower quarter, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of rust through. Not too bad on the driver's side. And then obviously these wheels got to go. I got my snowflakes ready to put on. I just got to finish the fourth one. So it was a real Trans Am. Got the holes right there, ready for the rear fender flares. I actually have a set of them. I just haven't put them on because I need the fronts. So I want to put them all four on at once. We adjusted my door so it opens and closes really easy, just like it should have. Door panel's in decent shape. You can see rivets on the front and the back. 77 was the only year that had the plastic bottom half panels. Every other Trans Am had one-piece door panels, so it's kind of unique to the 77, and I'd like to keep it, but nobody makes aftermarket repops, so for the time being I might just have to buy the one-piece door panels. It's got the remote mirror switch. I need new door handle cups. Obviously I need weather stripping. A lot of them, it's really common for it to start rotting out right here. As you can see, mine's already starting to rust a little bit, but it's not through on the other side, so it's not too bad. These holes right here for the power lock solenoid, Justin just picked one up for me, so my car has factory power locks, which is really rare. I'll show you the switch for it later. Fenders we just picked up this past weekend. They're actually off of a special edition Trans Am. The way you can tell is they were the only cars that came with the Trans Am in gold right there. And then if you look really closely here at the scoop, you can see gold pinstriping right here. You can see gold pinstriping where it used to be right here. And then around the wheel wells, like where the flare used to cover, you could see gold pinstriping right there. It came all the way over. So the other fender's off this a matching car, so it's a matched set of fenders. Got my body line really good. See how it meets up really nice and flush against the nose cone there. I'll show you the passenger side in a second. This is the nose cone. Justin did my grills for me. This is the power release cable, or the hood release cable right here. It's supposed to mount up in here. I'm missing the clip for it, so I kind of just tuck it behind like that so you can't see it. My turn signals were painted over. As you can see, I got them cleaned up pretty well. I wet sanded them with some 800 grit sandpaper and then polished up the chrome bezels. So rather than paying 50 bucks a pop, I got turn signals that work now. Need a new nose crest, obviously. Passenger side, this is where the fender was actually damaged on the old fender. You can see the nose cone kind of ripples up a little bit, and then it doesn't quite butt up against the fender. It has a gap right there, so I don't think this nose could be salvaged. I don't know. I'll have to see what a body shop says, but I'd feel better using my other nose so I don't have to do anything, but it matches up really nice against the fender. Drilled out. Obviously there's your gold pinstriping, so matched set. Passenger side, I don't know if you can see it in this light, but got two big dings right here and a ding right here. Need to take my door panel out, pound those out. Not a big deal, pretty easy fix. And then again, obviously we adjusted the doors really well. They open and close solid. My door handle's a little loose. So, but another pretty decent door panel. Not too bad. A couple little rivets. So, and then you had some rotting right here, just like on the other side. I cleaned it up with a wire wheel and sealed it, so hopefully it don't spread anymore. I was told that that's good to go. No rot proof right here. It's starting to bubble a little bit right there. I'm going to sand it down to the metal and seal it before I go. But it's really common to rot through right here if you had an actual Trans Am, because your fender flare comes over this right here and holds all your moisture right here. So if you're looking to get one, just pay attention to that. Most of them, the roof line right here, and you can see that crack right there. Where the roof line meets up to the car, they filled it right here with lead. So it's pretty common for them to crack right there. When they sand it down, they'll just put some more lead over it. No big deal. Your back window, it's common on these cars for them to start leaking back here. If you can see it, it actually started to rust right there. It's not rusted through, a little bit of surface rust. I need to grind it, but I need to take my back window out and replace this whole deck lid because someone put tins in it, and have the back window sealed back in. So, got a gash right here. I've pounded it out pretty well. I want to pound it out enough to where I only have to use less than 1/4 of an inch of body filler because I don't want any big Bono patches. Passenger quarter is the worst. I think it was actually hit at one point because you can see there's some body filler right here, probably about 1/4 of an inch, and it's cracked. And then this kind of caves in, so I'm going to cut my quarter panel right at the seam and replace it. But yeah, that's coming off the parts car. This back corner right here is really good. No damage. The back end of the car is really solid. No damage at all. The only thing I gotta do is right here on the bumper. It's split right here. They actually make urethane staples for it, and then they just patch over them so it'll hold it tight. But other than that, rear bumpers are impossible to find in good shape. But other than that, I had to replace my lenses. But and there's supposed to be a hook right here that goes on this screw. You actually just loop your finger in it and pull it down, but that's where your gas filler is. I cleaned up all that and painted it. And that's about it for this video. I'll do an inside video next.